Good to see everybody in here so far. 13 in here, 9 likes. Everybody hit that like button. What's up, Thorn Blades, my man? What's going on? See the Watcher Crazies in here. Patrick, good to see you. Hotspot, good to see you. And the chat numbers will rise as you have arrived. What's up, my man Hobgoblin? Good to see you. Oh, yeah, we got some shit to talk about today. Woo! We got some stuff to talk about today. Going to talk a little bit about how when somebody's not a yes man, how the rubber room gets very upset. Hey, what's up, Angela? Good to see you. What's up, TT? Good to see you. Silo Steen Trump. What's up? Vroom vroom. Good to see you. What's up, Butterfly Kisses? Good to see you. Fish, my man, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, Sugar Plum? What's going on with you? Good to see you. Rhonda Hauser, good to see you. So now, apparently, what's up, Joy Perry? Good to see you, hon. Because FBS, Fat Bald Sicilian, because he did a show. What's up, Honey Bee? Good to see you. He did a show about the good doctor, Dr. Rick, Dr. Jim, whatever, that goofball on the Angel show. What's up, Charles? Ranger fan, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. So basically, here's the deal. Yeah, Billy, good to see you. FBS talked sense. Hey, what's going on, Miss Can't Be Wrong? And she flipped out. Some people are thinking that she flipped out and threatened to strike them, stuff like that. But it's a little bit more to it. I think she went back to some, I don't know total details. She went back to some old video and, throwing out the dog whistle about getting them locked up or something. Like, he didn't do shit. He didn't say nothing. He just said the truth. He said his opinion. He didn't trash nobody, but he made some good points. Because the points that he made, when I was listening to a show, I felt the same fucking way. Here's one of the points he made. He's like, he didn't come after her. He didn't talk about her family. He didn't shit on her or nothing like that. Yeah, he didn't attack her, Billy. But she's such a crud ball. And she has so many people around her, which he even said, she's got all the lowest animals around her that are just simps. And he's right. We laugh at them. All that kissing ass and all that kind of shit. But he doesn't do that. I know some people don't like FBS, whatever. But I will tell you this. He's not a yes man. He's not a yes man. And she can't stand that. The shit that he said was fucking true. The one thing that he said, one thing that he said that made me feel like, he's like, just because he came out and offered an opinion, which he did kindly, she calls that an attack. That's because she's always having people attack people. FBS didn't attack her, but that's the same way she does me. If you notice, I don't care any of them. They could talk the shit they want, whatever. I wasn't fighting with none of them people. Hadn't mentioned none of them, nothing like that. I go to jail. They're all doing these shows. They're all trying to get me locked up. What's up, Joseph? They're doing this. They're doing that. So I get out, and what am I supposed to do? Sit here on my hands? What's up, Carlos? Good to see you. No, I'm not going to sit on my fucking hands. So then she says about me, oh, Eric Foss bullies me. No, I don't. You fucking did 3 weeks of shows on me. You sat there, had people talk all kind of mess about me, promoted shit. You've went into my real world shit on me. You've went into my fucking real estate shit with Jim Terry and Mark Terry and fucking went and left a bad review on the OTT. Somebody sent me a clip of. Now, that's what they do. But you do it also, Angel. And FBS made another good point. He's like, what do you think? What do you think when you have people attacking people? You got your panel of people that... Now, he said this. Imagine if he paneled somebody who attacked her brother that passed away, the little kid or whatever. She would freak out if FBS paneled somebody who was doing that. But she paneled somebody who attacked his dead mother. What's up, Danny? Good to see you. She paneled somebody who attacked his dead mother. Oh, that's fine. Nah, bitch, that ain't fine. You know what I mean? So she went all the way through this shit. So now, going to start with him. You know what I mean? There. What's up, BTF Phoenix? Good to see you. What's up, Dynamite? Good to see you. Um, you're going to start with him for what? For what? Because he didn't sit here. He made a hell of a point. And truthfully, he was right. She should have looked at this and sat back and laughed. I didn't pay attention to this because I didn't watch the whole show. But apparently the doctor looks at Angel and Tony Silo and says, yeah, all these other people are nuts because they're not real. They pretend to be what they're not. They pretend to do this. They pretend to do that. But I respect you guys because you're real. Well, FBS said like this. He said he almost fell down in the shower or whatever laughing because you're talking to fucking Tony Silo, who's had fucking 20 different... What's up, Joey? Good to see you. What's up, Alex? Good to see you. Tony Silo's had 20 different identities. He's been Vinnie Matt alone. He's been this. He's been everywhere. He's beat up Kimbo Slice. He's done all that. Is that mental health? Is that mental health? So what was FBS supposed to say? What was he supposed to say? She don't like it when it comes from another person that's not going to kiss her ass. That is just the truth. That is just the truth. He's right. He's fucking right. 100%. And what's the first thing they do? They go into that trying to get someone locked up, trying to get someone's channel struck. What's up, Carmella? Always trying to do something like that. You know what I mean? But you got the worst channel going. You're doing the most shit on your channel. You know what I mean? Somewhere it just boggles me. These people, they think they're the authority. I mean, they're the authority on everything. What's going on, Dave? 1 second they're FBI agents. Next second they're fucking criminals and gangsters and everything like that. What's up, MITB? Good to see you. If Bears and Cigars, if you come in, I did check out that thing about that girl. That was sad. Mr. Zess at the back of your Twitter. Yeah. What's up, Wildflower Girl? She can't handle the truth that's becoming clear each day. It's almost embarrassing, the cringe factor. Yeah, I agree. And like I said, they think that they are just they're the authority on everything. You know what I mean? You got guys, Chicago Muscle, Tony, Sailor, all these. What are you guys? You can't tell people what's gangster, how this works, how that works. But at the same time, you're calling the FBI, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know what I mean? You always like to say that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So what is it? So which one is it? And all that bullshit, writing paragraphs and you'll send a kite if I go to first off, listen, you're wishful thinking I'm going to prison. If I go to prison, I go to prison. That you're more worried about it than me. But let me explain something to you. You ain't the authority in prison. You're nobody. You are nobody. I've been doing this my entire fucking life. Not for a couple of years because I fucking did something stupid, shit like that. My entire fucking life. So I don't know what happened to you guys in them little prisons that you were in. But like I said, I don't have the horror stories that you guys must have. Because saying, thank you, Gio. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you for the super sticker. For saying like, what'd he say? He would get my shit took. I don't know nothing about that, homie. That ain't never happened. Ain't never happened, ain't never gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I didn't make fun of your mother's religion. I didn't make fun of his mom's religion. Eric made fun of my... No, I didn't. That's her religion or whatever. I just said the truth. You didn't grow up like that. You grew up in with the religion, your mom put you in, whether it was your religion or not, shit like that. You ain't grow up like me. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the Ripper and Harry will show the guys in prison MRE's file, and that will turn the whole prison, even the guards, on me. Sure. Yeah. Listen. First off, exactly. Second off, I don't even talk to MRE. Him and I aren't friends. I don't fight with him. He don't fight with me. I don't think of the guy. I'm pretty sure he don't think of me. You know what I'm saying? That is something, they want to keep talking this shit and want to be doing this, want to be doing that, and stuff like that. But, you people are over there, like I said, supporting people trying to get people locked up, people putting up people's children. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to clarify all that shit, like what they did to my daughter or whatever. But in the same breath, somebody put up a regular picture, didn't say nothing sexual or whatever about, I guess, Chicago Muscle stepdaughter, daughter, or whatever. He's ready to call the FBI. He was ready to call the. He said it. Now, hey, that's his choice. You understand what I'm saying? But what's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander. If you guys are putting up pictures of people's kids and all that weirdo shit, saying all that sick stuff, last night, and this is another thing that Angel using her proxies once again. All of a sudden, you got Jim Terry crashes Gunsmoke show. I had it on while I was sleeping, so I heard a little bit of it, and then they made the show private because I didn't wake up for it. But come on, man, this is such desperation, and it's so easy to tell. It's just so easy to tell. And then the whole thing today with the FBS thing, that was just hilarious to me. Because I seen his show that he did on The Doctor or whatever. And I didn't think that he honestly, I didn't think he shitted on nobody. You know what I mean? He actually said the guy's a doctor, which I don't believe he is. Shit like that. So all of a sudden now he's the bad guy? Why? Because he didn't sit here and say, oh, yeah, the doctor's right. All these people are bad. Gotti good. Your Highness, your Queen, your Nona, whatever the fuck they say. You know what I mean? Yeah, Team Press Charge, they're all a bunch of goofballs. Now, I don't know if he porn bombed them watcher crazy. I know he jumped on their panel or whatever. And he was cussing or something, like yelling at them or something, saying they're going to be 600 people watching them tonight or some shit like that. I don't know what it was. Like I said, the show's gone. Oh, he did? He did watch her? Okay, you watched it? Okay, yeah, I didn't know. Once again, probably putting up a picture of a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are the titties at? You know what I mean? Where are the titties at? What's up, Brian? Good to see you. These people are fucking weirdos, man. I'm sorry, they're fucking weirdos. Like I said, it ain't even worth my time fighting with these dudes because they're all irrelevant. They're all crippled. They're all fucking goofy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Team Press Charges is obsessed with MRE. Well, go to fucking MRE and let's get the fight going. Because I've seen Team Press Charges trying to do this for fucking however long they've been trying to do it, and they always get sidetracked on to other people. Oh, this one's supporting this and that. Go fight, motherfucker. Go fight. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't have shit to do with that. A lot of us got shit going on in real life. You know what I mean? To be worried about that. And once again, like I will say, you could say whatever the fuck you want about me. Whatever the fuck you want. But I will tell you this. I know who did what to me. And I know who didn't do what to me. You know what I'm saying? So for all that other shit, you could say this person's this person that, this person that. I might agree, I might not agree. But I know what you people did. I know how old my daughter was in that picture. I know all the sick stuff that you people say. Everything you say. Listen, go back to their last couple shows. I mean, go back to any show. It's all gay shit. It's all weirdo shit. Thank you for gifting the membership. Thank you so much for gifting the membership. I don't even see your name. I don't want to put you in timeout, but thank you. Would you say Ranger fan? It looks like some of these people only have YouTube. 8 hours, went to see my sick goddaughter, and had a meeting to restart my commercial HVAC business. I'm in paper chasing murder. That's how you got to be, man. That's good. That's good. But yeah, that's the truth, Rangers fan. These people, they just want to sit here and they want to fuck with people. You know what I mean? They want to fuck with people, and they want to tell everybody who everybody stands with. Thank you again for the gifted membership. I still can't see your name. Thank you, Ranger fan. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Yeah, Angela's the mentally ill wacko. You're the one who's mentally. That's what they're trying to do, and like they're saying about this doctor or whatever the fuck the guy is, which, like I said, I don't believe he's like a real doctor or nothing like that. I think he's like some type of child psychiatrist or something, or something like that. But look, FBS didn't say nothing wrong. Look how she just let them kick what's his face to the curb too. LC. Oh, Lee Cole. Yeah, he hasn't been back. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, they were going to get rid of Lee. You can go back about 10 months ago, 8 months ago or something, and I told you what they were doing with that. What's up, Sonny? Good to see you. Hey, what's up, Charlie? Good to see you. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. Like I said, once again, no self awareness. Lee Cole, telling you, Angel, the midget, he was nice looking. Yeah, but fucking no, but even look what they did to Lee Cole. You know what I mean? Lee Cole was, I ain't gonna say loyal. Edna's gone too now. Edna came back, I think, Fish. You said Angela, a real life friend of hers for years, is mad at her. You heard? I bet. Oh, thank you, Sonny. Thank you for gifting the membership. But I'll tell you what. It's just the truth. Listen, anybody who would know her, whatever, I don't know if she's losing her mind. I don't know who she was, how she was, none of that kind of shit. To me, she's just a goofy old lady. But at the end of the day, it's like they want the fights. They want the fights. Look at everything that's happening. All these people that are all of a sudden enemies of hers, and now they're all attacking them. And FBS hit the nail on the head. What's up, Ronnie? She's got the lowest of the low with her. The lowest of the low. She's got the, and he even said it. It's laughable. The simps, the ones who just, you know what I mean, that like they just attach themselves to anything, but they're weirdos. They're fucking weirdos. It's like, well, what's the point of fucking arguing with these people? They're a bunch of fucking weirdos. I mean, think about what I'm saying. It's like I was telling somebody the other day, this isn't, yeah, JT was abusing Edna or whatever, but she don't deserve to get talked to like that, Charlie, but if she goes back, then she does. You know what I mean? Some people are pain freaks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the whole thing is just, in a nutshell, it's just, it's crazy. It is fucking crazy. Yeah, they do have the shittiest personalities. None of them are funny. Well, that's the thing. Like 131 in here, hit that like button. When you're talking about certain shit, these people have been at it for years. For years. Chicago Muscle, you called me a fanboy? A fanboy of what? A fanboy of what? I've never said I'm a mob guy. I've never said I'm a fan of that dumb shit. You know what I mean? I am who the fuck I am. I didn't come on here and pretend to be a military veteran. I didn't come on here and pretend to be a Hell's Angel. I didn't pretend to be what's up, Carmine? Good to see you. None of that shit. I didn't pretend to be related to somebody. I didn't do none of that. I came out, I showed my face, all this shit. I'm a public record, everything. Fuck it. So what is it? What am I pretending to be here? Where am I a fan? A fan of what? A fan of what? I'm not the one over there calling no fucking old ass chick, Your Highness. I'm not the motherfucker wearing an Italian horn when they're not Italian. I'm the first one to make jokes about all that shit. You know what I mean? I know a lot of Italians and shit like that, but I'm not fucking Italian. I make jokes about that shit. I call them little furballs and shit. You know what I mean? They joke with me. But you motherfuckers come on here and pretend to be people. You pretend to be people. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm a Mafia fanboy, Fish. I don't know who none of these fuckers are. To this day, I don't know who half of these people are. Unless it's the popular ones. You've heard me talk about people, and people say about this one, I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, what's that guy's name? I don't know none of that shit. I don't know none of that shit. I'm from the hood. I ain't from fucking there. You can make me Sonny Grasso. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be made. You know what I mean? Never been in a gang, none of that shit. SoFlo and Harry have no following at all. Zero. It's them two with Willie. I don't even think Willie's with him. Archilla and 20 of their sock accounts. No joke. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. I mean, but that's because they say nothing. You know what I mean? They sit there. What is so no awareness? SoFlo said the other day about me, about like the shit he did to my family and all that kind of shit. You know, he's like, yeah, he did it or whatever. You know, whatever. And then he's like, he said, I did a video of his wife or something like that. You know, the video at the police station or whatever, and then the other one in the bathing suit or whatever. I didn't do them videos, you idiot. The guy sitting next to you did cause them videos. I've never went real world on nobody. I don't look up people off of here. For what? For what? You're a bunch of clowns. I fucking clown you on here. I don't need to go into your personal life. I can tell you're a fucking clown. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I got to go into your personal. You're a dork. You know what I mean? You're a fucking dork. Non-pussy getters, fucking punk motherfuckers, can't fight, can't. Oh, Eric Foss can't fight. Bitch, I can't fight. Okay. You can't walk. You can't walk. Okay? And all that shit you saying I hit a woman. What woman did I hit? What woman did I hit? Fucking crazy. Would you say, Rhonda, JT threatened to call Edna's niece or granddaughter, I think it was a granddaughter, that night because he felt Edna was exposing the Pink Power Ranger. Edna should just call him Pink Power Ranger to be safe. Yeah, Thor Blaze, I do know more real. Listen, more people, but it's not even impressive. Like they're just regular people, you know, from prison and shit like that. And you know, if you're in the streets, you're going to meet people. You know what I mean? That's nothing. FBS was spot on. She befriends people that will fight her fights. That's right. And people who will just be yes men. You know what I mean? That's why she hates her. Listen, she don't like FBS because FBS won't bend to her. Silo's the fakest person on the internet. He was Tiger Woods' neighbor. Yeah, I mean, that's mental illness. He's mentally ill. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. That is just the truth. He's fucking mentally ill. They're all fucking mentally ill. And all that fanboy shit. And that you ain't never seen. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. You can't say flip-flop. You can't say none of that shit. None of that shit. Eric Foss came on this bitch alone. Alone. The friends that I've made, I'm still friends with. I've had rough patches with people that I'm cool with now and stuff like that. But you've never seen me team up with nobody. I don't need to team up with nobody for a bunch of fucking cripples and shit. What's up, Roy Cohn fan? Good to see you. Mental midgets and fucking physically fucked up people. It's like I said, it's like fighting with the fucking a bunch of fucking weird old people and shit. You know what I mean? They throw out all the threats in the world to people. They'll do that. They ain't doing shit. You motherfuckers can't walk. Motherfuckers can't even walk. Y'all get free coffee at McDonald's. Get the fuck out of here. And nobody, let me explain something to you. Nobody in their right fucking mind, would ever, would I quit you if you were missing a leg? Yeah, I would never fuck with nobody missing a leg. Nobody in their right fucking mind ever would think I was scared of any of you people. That's just the facts. I'm just not that guy. You know what I mean? I'm not that fucking guy. I don't kiss nobody's ass. I don't fucking do all that shit. I don't follow the fucking crowds. None of that shit. You know, this isn't a thing where I teamed up against you people and stuff like that. It's nothing like that. You're a bunch of pieces of shit. And you're all in one fucking area. You're a bunch of liars. You're a bunch of LARPers. You're a bunch of pieces of shit. You attack people's families. You fucking, you're all scumbags. You're all scumbags. Every last one of you. In the rubber room, team press charges, all of them. All of them, any of them goofballs in the chat, the Chris Capellas, the fucking, them people, they're all a bunch of bitches. And ain't none of them, and nobody in the right mind would believe, that I was scared of any of you fucking pussies. Yeah, he's real intimidating, Fish. I'm real shook. You know what I mean? Everybody knows the truth, man. I don't know. I don't dress up for Halloween, Woodchuck Chuck, but it's good to see you. Can you donate with an EBT card? I wish you could. But yeah, man, fucking, this shit is just getting out of hand. And it's just like, it's spreading like wildfire. Now it's just like I said, even with the FBS thing, FBS didn't say nothing bad. And all of a sudden, fucking, here we go. You know what I mean? But she don't want that smoke either. She don't want that smoke either, because the more logical people you got that have followings, like you see 144 in here, and all our shows that are getting all these views and other shows. Listen, y'all are stuck in a little circle. And it's not because of anybody against y'all. It's because y'all are a bunch of scumbags. You do a bunch of scumbag shit. Like, answer me this. What did I do to you fucking people before I got locked up? Nothing. I hadn't heard from y'all. Y'all hadn't heard from me. The only thing I heard from was Chicago Muscle asked me, hey, do you got a warrant? And I didn't think I had one at the time. So 2 people asked me that, Jim Terry and Chicago Muscle. Those are the ones who asked me. You know what I mean? Like I said, like how they talk about the case. They're more concerned about it than me. You know what I'm saying? But that is, but back to my question, what did I do? I went to jail. I wasn't bothering you people. I wasn't bothering none of yous. You know what I'm saying? None of yous. But, there's going to be, like when I get out, there's all the shows and this and that, and Angel Gotti promoting this and that, her promoting me to get locked up, all this stuff, violent career criminal, shit like that. Nah, you're wrong, dummy. You're wrong. And what you people don't know, Chicago Muscle was wearing an Italian horn before. But what you people don't know is this. I'm not a career criminal. I'm definitely not a violent career criminal. Never been fucking convicted of violent crime in my life. What's up, Ruben? What's going on? To this day. So all that shit talking is just what it is. Shit talking. You know what I mean? Nobody likes you motherfuckers. That's what you need to realize. Not even the people. Y'all don't like each other. Chicago Muscle, you said SoFlo punked me and Carlos. And he punked you. Talked about your wife, talked about this, and then you're sucking his dick. He punked you. That's getting punked. That's just the truth. You know what I mean? But that's on you. Like, I don't care. I don't look at you as nothing like for being friends with him or squashing beef or what. That's your business. But y'all can't seem to mind your fucking business. You want to fuck with people because that's the only way you get views is using certain people's names and shit. Like, you can't get fucking people to watch y'all. What's up, Teresa Marie? Good to see you. Hey, especially women. What's up, Patrick? There is not one woman. Would you say John Gotti was a violent career criminal? Maybe. I like John Gotti. So I wouldn't say nothing bad about him. But, I mean, if you want to be technical, yeah, he got convicted of violent crimes and went away for the rest of his life. So, yeah. But I don't believe, let me say something about that. Like I said yesterday, all that shit, get it out of your heads. Criminals are fucking criminals. When we're in the fucking streets now, look, different shit, like obviously R-word and people and fucking child messing with children, all obviously nobody likes that. Okay? But, like I said, people getting killed and shit like, people, we don't give a fuck. People in the street, the mob, I'm not saying I'm in the mob, but I'm just saying street people, when you're committing crimes and shit out there, whether you're selling drugs or and I'm not like this at this point in time. And I'm not saying that anything has ever happened like this. But I'm just giving an example. Don't think that fucking people care. don't think like, yeah, okay, Sammy the Bull was just this vicious animal, which he is, and he was. He's a horrible person. But don't think for a second anybody else was good guys, upstanding citizens. I mean, you hear the stories when Angel talks about, like, oh, Joe Watts, remember all the jewelry he used to bring us and all this. Where do you think that came from? What do you think? He went out and fucking put it on his goddamn MasterCard? No, they fucking robbed somebody for that shit. They stole that shit. You know, but that's all good. Shit, I would have done the same fucking thing, but I was a criminal. You know, they don't care. They don't care. So, you know, with all that, you know, you gotta look at what the person was. So you can't say, like I say, John Gotti Sr. played at the. No, I'm not saying, Carmela, I'm not saying he wasn't a violent criminal. Yeah, I got it on Do Not Disturb, and for some reason, the call's coming through. That shit don't make sense. But it always comes through. I think it's one of that community, that Jim Terry community from Laredo, Texas. They use that number. But now I'm not saying he wasn't a violent criminal or whatever. But like I'm saying, all anybody in the streets is gonna. You got to be violent. What are you just going to get fucking ran over? You know what I'm saying? Plus the money they're playing with, shit, you got to be. But none of them care. Would you say, Roy? The New York City of mafia stuff is not anything to look up to. Those guys had no loyalty to anyone other than their own pockets. Well, that's the whole mob. That's the whole thing. You know, that's just not a. It's not a good thing to join. I mean, that's where they say, "Oh, I'm a fanboy." I'm the first one to say it, and I've said it to them. I would never join no goofy shit like that, where some old man and fucking some old man could fucking tell my best friend to shoot me in the head, and he'll do it because the old man gets offended and shit. Okay, yeah, I'm not joining that. I'm not joining no shit where they fucking. Why? Come on. No, so I'm not a fan of none of that. Are some of the people in it cool? Yeah, of course, just like anything else. Some people are going to be cool, some people are going to be scumbags. But for the whole fact, you can't just sit here. You got to realize who John Gotti was. John Gotti was a fucking mob boss. That's what the fuck he was. You know what I mean? So he was, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'd get down, you know? You said John Gotti was so high up in the ranks, he didn't have to be violent. He had to get there somehow. But, yeah, Ranger fan, that's like the goofiest shit in the world. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I'm saying? I respect people more. Like, shit. Me and my homeboys growing up, shit, if you'd done that, we'd have got together. But like, yo, let's go just get this old motherfucker. You know what I mean? It would have never worked. It never fucking worked. I'm not saying we'd have won or whatever, but we ain't shooting each other in the head for some old man. You know what I mean? But that's their shit. That's their shit. That's what they're into. You know what I mean? That's what people romanticize about, stuff like that. So it's all good, you know? I can't disrespect what they do. But at the same time, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. You know what I mean? So I'm not the one on here claiming all that bullshit. I'm not the one on here claiming to know. Listen, people, I know people, whatever. I don't give a fuck. These are people. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people. I know fucking loan officers. I know fucking, people fucking, detail boats. Shit like that. People fucking bail bonds. I know a lot of fucking people. But they're getting into all that shit. Then I seen a post she put up. She said somebody attacked her brother or something. I guess the little one that passed away or whatever. I didn't see nobody do that. But if it does happen, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that person's going to have, and not a legitimate reason, because I think it's fucked up, but that person's going to have a reason. I guarantee you somebody in their family was attacked through proxy by you, platforming people, doing this, doing that. And then it's just, you could just get away. Man, fuck you. Fuck all y'all. Fuck y'all. Y'all act like y'all are something. Y'all are a bunch of fucking lames. Fucking bullshit. Makes no motherfucking sense. Yeah, I don't know, Watcher. Yeah, they attacked her little dead brother before 2 years ago. Yeah, I wasn't around for that. I don't think that's cool, Carmine. But I'll tell you this: she let people attack my fucking mother. She let people attack my kids. She let people sit there and say shit about my dead brothers in her chat. What about that? What about that? I'd spit right in her fat fucking face if I seen her. You know what I mean? Not saying I'm going to do that because I'll never see her, but that's the type of person I am. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That's so hypocritical. So hypocritical. You know. What's going on, Maureen? Oh, you're talking about when somebody said it should have been her instead on a dirt bike or whatever. Yeah, whatever. You know, she don't like to be reminded of nothing. Uh, you can't say nothing. Just like if you guys remember, she said that I was going to attack her brother's wife. I wasn't going to attack her brother's wife. I said while she had all them people in there, and at the Butterfly Kisses, you were around at the time over there. You remember when I got pissed off because Sailor and them were blocking me, and then they were going in there with them sock accounts. Eric Foss's dead mother, Eric Foss's daughters, hey, what's up, Roddy? All that kind of shit. And then I said to her when I called in, I said, well, what about I start attacking your fucking, what you call it, sister-in-law that's got stage 4 cancer. She freaked the fuck out. He's going to attack it. I never said I was going to attack, and I never did. But I said, what if I did? How would you feel? But that's okay. You can attack my man. Get the fuck out. We don't respect no motherfucking Gottis. The fuck out of here. We're way tougher. You know what I mean? You fucking people ain't tough. Your dad was tough. Your uncles were a little bit tough. Your one uncle was a little bit tough. Shit like that. You motherfuckers ain't fucking tough. Y'all are weak as shit. Y'all are biggest crybabies fucking in organized crime. Biggest crybabies in organized crime. Biggest crybabies. Every time they go to prison. It's our last name. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Butterfly Kisses is facts. You remember that shit. And she just like, but it was because, and like I said, it wasn't attack. That's the same thing she's doing to FBS right now. Maybe not at the whole thing, to the level she's doing me, but she's doing that to FBS, acting like he attacked her. No, he did a show. He gave his opinion. He didn't disrespect nobody. He actually said he didn't think the doctor was a quack. He just thought that the doctor was only getting one side, which is true. Thank you, TT. Thank you for the super sticker. That is the truth. You know what I mean? FBS didn't do shit. Am I happy in life? Do I look at it positively? Yeah, sure. No, I'm not happy in life. Fuck would I be happy in life for? I'm all right, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty content. Whereas though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, different things like that they don't understand. Like, because none of them have a relationship with their families. You ever notice that? None of them. Always talking about some other type of shit. You don't see them with their talking to their kids. Like, come on. Look at the fucking panel over there. Shark shitter. 200 grand in child support. All of them. All them dudes over there. You know what I mean? You're thinking the JT guy. I don't know. JT guy ain't got nothing. I don't know what it is. But give you a mod stick. I give you a stick upside your big ass head. Jughead, what's up? Good to see you. What did you say, Moni? Good to see you. The weirdest shit you've ever seen, someone talking down about someone when their whole life's been taking from others to survive. Well, it is what it is. Look at my numbers inflating. Look at your head inflating, Leanne. Your head's inflating. I didn't think it could inflate anymore. But yeah, that's the whole shit. Just like what they do, you know. They go over there. They get into people's business and they make up stories and you know these people aren't even on YouTube. These people aren't even on fucking YouTube. And they make up stories about people because it might be related to somebody and somebody did this, somebody did that. Like, just stop. Just stop. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Thanks for the super sticker. Yeah, but they're just all a bunch of shit. They're all a bunch of shit. Then they want to do the thing where they cause other fights and all that kind of shit. Like, fight your fights, motherfucker. Fight your fights. You know? They're all so proud. Like, that was the corniest shit I've ever seen. You got a wrench and a chat and you're so proud. Who gives a fuck? Don't you got your own show? Pump your own show up, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to do nothing. You can't pump up nothing. Y'all can't even get nobody. What's up, Texas Joshy? Y'all can't even get a crowd. Nobody pays attention to you motherfuckers. Nobody likes y'all. It's just, I think that's a universal decision. Oh my God, Eric says he's going to spit. Nah, I'm not going to spit on him, but I'm just saying that's the type of person I would just spit on. You know what I mean? I would just do, I'm being serious. Like, I just, shut up. You know what I mean? That's just the, you know, fucking with all that bullshit. You know, but that's an old lady. I'm talking about the type of person. You know, she's an old woman. I wouldn't obviously do that. She's just an old lady. You know what I mean? She's a grandmother or whatever. You know, I'm a grandfather in a couple months. So what can you say about that? You know what I mean? What's up, Big Barry? Good to see you. Spit on that thing, right? Watch her crazy. Yeah, she's a clown. She's a fucking clown. You know what I mean? And I don't even want to really bother with them people. But it's so fucking goofy. It's so fucking goofy. And her with all the whole thing about digging up whatever you guys have went through in the past. What can they say? You know what I mean? Okay, people were friends with you. And they stuck up for you. Makes no fucking sense. They're just all a bunch of weirdos. Bunch of simps. FBS said it the best. He said it the best. Real motherfucker. Anybody who's not a yes man, shit like that, they look back and they look at motherfuckers like they're fucking, like you're just simps. The doctor, he couldn't have said it with a straight face if he'd known the truth. Tells Tony Silo he's a real, yeah, I like you because you don't pretend to be nobody else. Nah, just Vinnie Matalone, just this one, just that one, just that one. What's up, Stacey? Good to see you. These people are fucking sick in the head. 159 in here. Hit that like button. That motherfucking, they're losing. They're losing bad. You know what I'm saying? These people jumping. And like I said, they got this problem with me acting like I came to fight with. No, I didn't. I went to jail. And I got out of jail, and these fuckers all, now they're out of the woodwork. They all come out of witness protection, fucking talking shit. What's up, Shane? Good to see you. They all come out of witness protection talking their shit. You know what I mean? They're just all a bunch of haters, man. They're just all a bunch of haters. All the same stuff. Yeah, Roddy, you sucked me in. Yeah, but it's fucking crazy. What's up, James? Good to see you. It's just, you know, look, I do my own thing. I do my own fucking thing. Don't even ask me what I do, but I do my own fucking thing. You know what I mean? No matter what. I don't sit here. I don't get involved in all the shit. You know what I mean? You don't think that for fucking goddamn sitting back here, you don't think I caught on to the lies? One day this one's in a maximum security prison. The next day found out they got a year. Then this one that, hey, look, It is what it is. It's not hurting me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But listen, when the shit comes down, and don't you try to be the authority on shit y'all don't know nothing about. That'd be like me trying to say, oh, yeah, I know about snakes and fish. I don't. I don't. Y'all don't know nothing about the streets. Y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't. And that's just facts. You know what I mean? That's just facts. They're a bunch of fucking simps, and they're just looking for anything. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more boxing shows and stuff. I just got to get everything. I got my right charger. What's up, Redhead Stepchild? Yeah, I got to get my right charger and everything. I'll be on a plane tomorrow, so I'll be back in Maryland. But yeah, Teresa Marie, that you guys can argue or whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't do my show like that, Teresa Marie. Honestly, like, listen, like a lot of the histories and stuff like that. Me and Butterfly Kisses, we've had our own little shit or whatever. But like, let me say something about that real quick. And I'm not taking those sides, so don't get me there. But one thing I will say, think of these animals on here. Think of these animals on here. And think of getting wrapped up with them. And them having, look at what they do to other people. So, in a way, you got to think like, with a situation like listen, Butterfly Kisses was scared. And that's just the truth. Not like scared, like that, but like, come on, man. She already knows she don't want to go on that chopping block and have her family harassed and all that kind of shit. So there's a lot to do with that, too. You got to remember, there's a lot of moving parts in this shit. These people aren't nice people. They're very controlling. You know what I mean? Look at this. I look 5 years younger than the last live. You ain't seen me yesterday? I had my beard dyed. Should say 10 years younger. I called it Just for Men. I call it 50 Be Gone. But yeah, so you gotta think about that. Whatever happened to Tony Pizza? Tony Pizza's sitting up on the shelf. He contacted me the other day when I was doing the show, trying to kiss ass a little bit, thought he was going to get off that shelf. But no, Tony Pizza, once I put him on that shelf, it was over. You know what I mean? I'm not letting him off. I'm not letting him off. Honestly, I don't want him in Florida. But if he is, he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about him. But he's on the shelf. He's on the shelf. No more Iceman cheeseburgers. No more 23 days in. No more, Gambino enforcing. No more babysitting Angel Gotti. No more none of that. No more killing FBS. It's just over. He's on the shelf. Anything he says, woo, 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 you know what I mean? It just flies off. You know what I mean? And that's how you got to do him. That's how you got to do him. You can hire him to pick up the breeze on a few job sites. Tony Pizza ain't doing that shit. He'd rather just come on here. What'd you say, Teresa Marie? You're an asshole, but not evil. She was his managing mod, plus a lot of other things. Just last month, she was pretty brave and not very scared. Yeah, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, Teresa. And like I said, you're going to have your own feelings too. I can't tell you how to feel. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying, though. They are them type of people. If you're their moderator and you go in someone's chat they don't like or this and that, look at the people being attacked. Look at the people. Let's be real. Let's be real about these people being attacked. What is the Mustache Pete? He's like a legitimate guy. He just comes on YouTube a little bit and shit, and he's fucking raising his kids and shit, and he's being attacked for what? He's never said shit about nobody. He didn't do nothing to nobody. The Gunsmoke. It all happened at Gunsmoke because Gunsmoke's getting, they probably watch his show. His show's getting a little bit more rhythm to it. You know what I mean? It's getting more people. People like his show. Yeah, they're senior citizen wannabe gangsters. Exactly. Um, yeah, Gorilla Glue is legit. That shit'll fucking Jesus Christ. You ain't lying, honeybee. That shit's serious. But like that's what I'm saying. It's like, where does this shit end? Where does this shit end? Anybody who's got everybody should just leave who's got a difference of opinion or who thinks that y'all are a bunch of idiots. What do you think's going to happen? What if I did a show today, or Watch Her Crazy actually did a show today, and you had a fake priest, a fake doctor, fake fucking Hell's Angel, a fake that I mean, come on, fake boxer. I mean, let's be real. People are gonna laugh at it. There's nobody being mean, just laughing at this shit. Like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But you know, that's just the whole. That's just the whole thing in a nutshell. And then you got like FES said, you got the worst people with you. You know what I mean? You got the worst people with you. You got the Ripper. You got the Jim Terry. See, and then the thing about the Jim Terry effect is this: he's from a whole other community. So everybody he's harassing around here, Angel, and I would say besides myself, because I've dealt with him. Gunsmoke ain't dealt with him. None of these people have dealt with that dude. They don't want to. So all them people that he's harassing, Maureen, Angela, all them people, that's all because of you. Nobody's stupid. Nobody's fucking stupid. That's all because of you. You brought the motherfucker around. You're giving him the platforms to do this shit. And then, you know what I mean? Then you're like, oh my God. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You phony ass. So fucking phony. I really think they're mental. Like, it's crazy. And I, you know, like I said, she's getting old or whatever. But would you say, Roy Cohen fan, Teresa Marie, any dude wearing an Italian horn above the age of 25 is gay? It might be. That's another thing. That's all they talk is gay shit. You know what I mean? Show me one show they do where they're not talking about doing something sexually gay to somebody or porn bombing something. I mean, it's just like fucking, it's all sick. This is the sickest shit. The sickest shit that anybody could ever see. And she has it going on. You know what I mean? Everybody else has done this, done that, and shit. You got a bunch of woman beaters over there. You got a bunch of woman beaters over there. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You got the one kid came over with all the kid from California, woman beater. You know, he got fucking put out there on Gunsmoke show or whatever. And, you know, that I don't know how bad of a woman beater he is or whatever, but he has a few woman beating charges. They called him out on. Next thing you know, now he's popping up over there talking about everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. They say that, now I'm not going to say Silo is because I don't know. I don't know that to be a fact. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're going to kiss ass and agree, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even fucking matter. You know what I mean? Once again, these people are so unaware. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Fucking. Oh yeah, Sophie, definitely a woman. He tells you he beat a woman with a pool stick, baby's mother with a pool stick or whatever. You know what I mean? He'll tell you that. I mean, he owns it. You know, what are you gonna say? But that's a woman beater. You know what I mean? Show me something where you beat up a man. Dr. Angel Gotti's Rubber Room. He apologized. Show me something where y'all beat up a man. Do that. Makes no fucking sense. That's all they do. Fucking rob women. Do this. Do that. It's always women. If you notice, the same thing with Gina. Same thing with Gina. It's not hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Not hard to do to fuck a bunch of women. You know what I mean? But show me what they did to a man. Nothing. Oh, called the cops. called the cops on men. That's what they do. Beat up women and call the cops on men. That's what they do. They're a bunch of cop callers. Would you say she's working for him to set up me and Gunsmoke? She couldn't be. She can't, Teresa Marie. There's no setting up me and Gunsmoke. Yeah, Gina Borello. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Alex. That's what I'm saying. Let's just like Gina. You know what I mean? Just like Gina. Oh, they called the cops on you too? Yeah, that's true. Jim Terry called the police on Watcher Crazy. But see, this is the thing, Watcher Crazy. That's not looked bad upon over in your community. Okay, calling the police on people. It's not. You know what I mean? But this is a fucking a different genre. You can't fucking be running around here bringing that shit over here. Angel Gotti's accepting it. Angel Gotti, you just need to take your ass over to the other genre. That's what the fuck you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Just put all your shit on members only. Nobody watches you. You don't watch nobody. You know what I mean? And that will be it. But you can't. You got to get the last word in. Got to get the last word in. And that'll never change. You know, now you come up playing the victim again. You say, you know, like everybody's attacking you. Everybody's attacking your family. Everybody's attacking this. Everybody's attacking that. No. You'll come out and you'll talk about all these people and stuff like that, call them all kind of names, rats and stuff like that. But when they confront you about your brother, then all of a sudden, they're attacking my brother. No, you're attacking them. You're attacking them. That's what's happening. You're sitting back while people are getting fucked. And this is real life fucking shit. What's up, Michael Hensley? Good to see you. This is real life shit. Sitting up there while people are fucking trying to get me locked up, sending shit to prosecutors. You got nothing to do with my case. None of yous. Y'all ain't from the same state we're from. Y'all ain't from none of that shit. But y'all want to put your faces in it. Angel Gotti up there. Oh my God, Eric Foss. He's known to do this and that. He could get in trouble. That's dog whistling. That is dog whistling. And that's just the truth. You're dog whistling. You got these motherfuckers up here. They're fucking sick in the head, man. They're fucking really sick in the head. You know? They say the shit about Sacchio. But you guys support Johnny Yarborough. Did you ever ask him about his touching allegations? You want the phone numbers? I got them. I got the phone numbers of the people who said that he touched kids. I don't know if it's true or not. I asked Jim about it. Jim never denied it. Neither will Mr. X. They won't co-sign for Johnny. Bet you that. Bet you. I'll tell you this much. Do this. Ask Jim Terry to tell you with a straight face that Johnny's not a toucher. I'm not saying he's going to tell you that he is, but I bet you he won't tell you with a straight face he's not. And I know who else won't. X won't. But that's some old shit from over in their community. That's why I've never even fucking went into it and stuff like that. I'm done with all that kind of shit. I don't give a fuck about that. People who do shit to me, that's who I give a fuck. You know? You know, and that's just the truth. So, you know, ask them people. Ask them people, since you guys are this and that. But I mean, hey, what's up, Paulie? Good to see you. But it just seems like the goalposts always get pushed. You know what I mean? Goalposts always get pushed. Well, I mean, Patrick, you've never seen so many of the Chomo allegations quite like YouTube. Of course, it's the internet. Where do you think these people are at? Where do you think they're at? They play video games. They get on the internet. They YouTube. All that shit. All that shit. Roblox is getting sued now. because of them kids that they were, them older men, I guess, somehow getting online with them and all that shit. It's where it's at. I mean, think about what I'm saying. Fake priests. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. What's up, Snooks? Good to see you. JT has said it over and over about Johnny and has never said it didn't happen. Of course, he didn't say it didn't happen. He won't. You said the Miami scumbag gifted memberships over there and bought one for himself. Yeah, go for him. At least he's donating to the show. And listen, I don't have a look. I'm going to be honest because I'm not involved in all that shit. I wasn't ever friends with Angel. I was never over there. Like, you know what I mean? I was never doing all that shit that everybody else was. I don't got a problem with anybody she has on her paddle. I don't care if she's friends with the Ripper. I don't give a fuck. At all. Couldn't care less. You know what I mean? If they want to hang out over there and do that, that's fine. But, when you can't complain when these people are attacking people and shit like that, and then you get it back. See, you got to understand something too, Angel. They're not a name. They're not a name. They can't get nobody in their chat. They can't draw a crowd. You're the name, dummy. You're the name. And you're the one behind it. You're the leader. You are your highness. Just like your father got indicted on RICO charges for shit others did. You know why? Because he was their boss. Guess what? So are you. Danielle's going live in 30 minutes. All right, yeah, I'm going to go over there. She wants me over there anyway, but, drop her a link so everybody can go over there in a half an hour. If you can watch her, crazy. Thank you. But, yeah, so you got all these fucking motherfuckers. They're just all hypocrites. They're liars. And they hit a brick wall. They hit a brick wall with the FBS thing. You know what I'm saying? No, she don't MRH. I had to say something about Danielle getting MRH to pop out of the bushes. He's still hunting for his hat. Fucking good to see you. That's all they do. It's all hypocrite shit. Somebody said today at FBS's chat it was funny because they were talking about the doctor, like how he's breaking the oath and all that shit. They said he took the hypocritical oath. Yeah, Jim stumbles on all his lies and stuff like that. Danny's your girl. Anyway, so that's all they do. That's all they do. And look, it's just so phony. Like he was saying today, and it's the same stuff that I say. It's the same stuff that I say. It's like, you can't sit back here and be this dumb to not see what the fuck is going on. She thinks she's got a little attack team. And they're all going to do favor for her. She'll be nice. They'll think, oh, yeah. They all think they're in the mob or whatever. That's fine. Play that little game. Go play. You guys can play a little game. Be mob characters or whatever. Change your little names and all that shit. Put on avatars of fucking gangster. All that shit. You can do all that. And hey, that's up to you. That's something that you guys like to do. But when you're sitting here, what's up, Timothy? Good to see you. But when you're sitting here having these people go attack fucking Maureen, Angela, everybody else that you don't like, I mean, come on now. Come on. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Anybody can see right through that. You know what I mean? Because you can't do it yourself. You've been doing that. You've been doing that with the troll army. Like they talk about it. The troll army don't talk about it, but your new friends talk about it. How you had the troll army fighting all your battles. You had them fighting all your fucking battles. And now it seems that you took a couple people personally. Um, Angela and Maureen. I'll use them too. You took other people too. You know what I'm saying? But that's another whole nother thing. But that were your friends, and it seems like you want them to be attacked. You want them to go whatever you went through because you keep on mentioning it's my kids who got, but it's my this that got the. Who did it? Who did it, dummy? And now you're doing it back to other people. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't even make sense. You're just a bunch of fakes. A bunch of fakes. Like I said, the women the women are fucking maniacs. You know what I'm saying? Pain freaks. Like I said about Edna or whatever. Like I don't know if Edna went back. Somebody said she did or whatever. That's on her. That's on her. You know what I'm saying? That's on her. Let it happen. Who cares? Who cares? You know what I mean? Yeah, people might not agree with it, but they might not agree with some of the shit that we do or whatever. You know. Hey, she's the one with no 100%. She's the one with no fucking content. What can any of them talk about? You know what I mean? Everything they say is bullshit. You know? She could have other content with her interviews and, certain shit. Talk about like what it was like sitting through trials with her brother and father. And I would like to know about that, honestly. I'm pretty sure she went to her dad's trial. I would like to know how that was because, we see clips of it and everything. How was it being right inside it? That would be good content. That would be good content. How bad did the people in the stand get ripped apart by the lawyers and things like that? That would be good content. You know what I mean? Yeah, a couple years ago, the Ripper called her every name in the book. Well, listen, if she wants, look, that's one thing I'm not going to do either. If she wants to forgive him and be friends, yeah, just ask Jason about her brother's trial. Yeah, all these dudes in there know more than her. Honestly, they're real simps. If she wants to be friends with Ripper or anybody, that's her business. You know what I mean? We might look at her like foolish, but that's her business. Whatever makes her comfortable. But at the same time, don't think that them same rules that they bullied you on aren't going to apply. And she sees the writing on the wall coming. She sees the writing on. I see the writing on the wall coming. They're going to start. Somebody's going to start dinging her family. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Hopefully not her little brother and all that shit. But hey, what do you expect to happen when you're fucking the same shit's happening? Look, you got to think like this. When you're sitting up there, the other night, she complained about the 2 year ago thing, which I wasn't around for. I guess they made memes or whatever of her little brother. She complained about that. Yeah, I feel you. You know what I mean? That was fucked up. And it was. But within 10 minutes, she had Jim on the panel talking about, or X actually did it, said something about girl Ryan's child who passed away recently. You know what I'm saying? So what is that? And then 5 minutes from then, talked about Maureen's husband who passed away recently. That's okay. Oh, they're gonna get mad. Ooh, stop it. No, bitch. Nah. It don't work that fucking way. It don't work that way. Listen, reel in your people. If you're really the queen, the mob tube, or whatever the fuck you people want to call it, your highness and all, reel these people in. Reel these people in. You know what I mean? Think about, what'd you say? She's the one who made the memes public. If it wasn't for her, no one would have seen them. Yeah, but nobody should have made them originally. Anyway, that's no excuse. No excuse. Nobody should have done that. That was a very low blow. But I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did. If it happened to her right now, through now I know it's not, so I don't want them to clip this. But say, I ain't gonna use no names. Say, somebody from the other community. Say, Girl Ryan got mad about what happened on her panel the other night, and Girl Ryan came out and did that, did something about that. You know, I would say it's fucked up, but it's fucked up what happened to Girl Ryan too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, look, she's so used to being spoiled. Oh, yeah, she used it to play the victim, of course. She's so used to being spoiled and getting her way her whole entire life. She doesn't realize something. Like, that's not happening anymore, hon. Daddy's gone. You're not in fucking, everybody ain't from fucking Howard Beach. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody give a fuck. So you ain't gonna keep getting your way. And that's just the truth. Would you say you like Tony Buick? He never attacks the other sides. He just loves to laugh and does this crazy shit. He's a cool dude. Yeah, I like Tony Buick too. I like Tony Buick. I don't got a problem with him. A lot of people got a problem with Tony Buick and say, he plays all the sides and stuff. But he don't fight. He don't like the fights. Are your nephews still up on my show, or is it members only still? I mean, I would assume it's members only. That's like a long time ago or whatever. I don't know if you'd have to look for the show. I don't even know what show it is. But that was a while ago. That was real long ago. But it might not even be up there. Yeah, but these people, they're sick in the fucking head. You know what I mean? They're sick in the head. Look at what they do to Watch Her Crazy. For some fucking reason. And I knew, like, in that little interim, when JT and Angel broke up for that little fucking couple weeks or whatever, in that interim, I knew what was going to happen. When Watch Her Crazy went over there and was talking on the panel and all that kind of shit, and Angel, oh yeah, bam, took 2 seconds. Now Watch Her Crazy is the worst person in the world. Watch Her Crazy way better than them people. Way better. 100%. 100%. Way better. Tougher, better, more real. Just a better person than any of them over there. The Good Doctor, even. The Good Doctor. What's up, Trizzle? Good to see you. And that is the fucking truth. That is the fucking truth. You know what I mean? They're pieces of shit. She says she keeps them around to spite people. I mean, she's only spiting herself. Yeah, I told you. You knew that, Teresa Marie. You knew that when I did that. I didn't even know about you. Listen, I'm being serious. I didn't even know about YouTube and doxing and all that kind of shit, Teresa. And there wasn't nobody else involved. You said, like, when you asked me if it was SoFlo and Lefty. No, they weren't involved in that at all. It was just that it was JT or whatever. What's up, Beth? Good to see you. Yeah, Watch Her, definitely not fake. But yeah, it's probably down. I mean, if you want me to, I can find the show if you want me to take it down if it's not down. But it might already be down. I'd have to remember. That's like, that was last summer, right? Not the summer just passed, last summer. Or probably maybe a year ago or something. 10 months. I mean, I'll check, Teresa, because I don't want, if you want that down, obviously I'll take it down. This summer, it couldn't have been this summer, Teresa. Couldn't have been this summer. This summer is when I got into the shit with Michelle's brother and all that shit. It had to be last year. Might have been in 2025, but it had to be 2024. I'll figure it out. I'll take it down. You know what I mean? If it's not already down, it might already be down. It was earlier this year. It couldn't have been this summer, Teresa Marie. You got to think. I was locked up for a month of this summer. The shit happened with them in June. I came to Florida in July. Got locked up in August. Here we are in October. It wasn't. It wasn't this summer. I guarantee you that. Was I at Big Sandy when Casper Loke got killed by the Native American? Casper used to rap and was dope as fuck. He was from St. Louis. No, what year was that? I was in Big Sandy from 9 to 11. So I wasn't there, or at least I don't think that I was. You know what I mean? You got to remember something. I like the Dodgers. You got to remember something. With that, there's so much violence and shit that happens in that place that I don't know who got. They don't ever tell you somebody's dead. You know what I mean? In jail. You know, it was around that time. Yeah, I might have been there, but was he a Crip or something? Because I do remember a fucking Crip getting stabbed up by his own people, but see that they weren't Native Americans. No, Native Americans. Let me tell you something. They go in there, they drink that firewater. You never know what's going to happen. They might fucking bang each other. They might stab each other. You never know. That shit's wild. They're wild. They're crazy. You know what I mean? Well, I got that. I got that blood in me too. So we can't. We get too much firewater in us. Shit, shit happen. Now, not the fucking part, but you know what I mean, violent part. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wasn't. I don't recall that. I definitely don't recall that. You gotta remember too, they had the yard split too. What's up, Barbara? Good to see you. So, natives are really tough. Yeah, a lot of them are. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm telling you. Especially you get to drinking that fucking firewater, boy. What's up, Marta? Good to see you. This fucking stupid lawyer. Yeah, so these people, they're just all jerk offs. You know what I mean? They're LARPers, they're wannabes, they're simps. They're simps. And if you're not a yes man, they're not gonna like you. It's the same thing. Look, you guys in the Jim Terry community, you guys know this. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. What happens with Jim? Any of his simps fucking disagree with him? Oh my God, they're going on that chopping block. Same thing with Angel. Same thing. Same fucking thing. What's up, Garth? Good to see you. Yeah, look at how Marla got treated. She didn't want to be there. She didn't want to be there. Come on. So I think she was glad to get the fuck up out of there. She's only getting $300 a month. To fucking do it hourly. She's making like $4 an hour. To have people fucking, it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. So I don't blame her for getting low. But like, look, Angel's got no fucking loyalties to nobody but herself. And that's the truth. And people she's scared of. And that's just facts. What is Danielle supposed to be doing tonight? What kind of show? Yeah, I'm coming over there. I'm gonna have to get another account though. I don't want MRH hunting me when he's looking for his hat, looking to kill me too. Fucking Look how Jim treated you. That ain't the real Christine. Can you check if that's the real Christine? If it's not the real Christine, get him out of here. Yeah, Angel loved FBS probably when he was attacking John A. Light. Because that was her narrative. That was her fucking narrative. If you're the real Christine, you can stay, but they're going to check and see if you're the real Christine. If you're not, you got to go. I don't let people use other people's real names in here and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I definitely don't do that. Yeah, I'm still on Miss Can't Be Wrong. I'm staying for a couple more minutes till their show's getting ready. FBS threw a John Gotti birthday stream. That didn't age well, did it? You know what I mean? But yeah, they're not gonna ever agree with FBS because FBS isn't going to sit here and just he's not like that. I mean, whether you like the guy or not, you know, um, there's shit me and him totally disagree on, obviously, and stuff like that. But I'll give him credit where he's not just gonna he's not a yes man. He's not. He's confident in himself. He's not worried about the shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know he gives his real breakdown, and he didn't attack nobody. You know, so he's not gonna kiss her ass. She knows that. So now it'll be something about him or something, or she might avoid that altogether. She don't need too many people, you know, talking about her. All right, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I really don't need to know nothing. Miss Can't Be Wrong. It's just, I can figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I can figure it out just from what I've seen. I've seen how it's went. You know what I mean? It's all the same. It's all the same. Just Angel just surround herself with different people to do her attacks. And that's it. And that is it. The birthday stream was during season 1. Everybody hit that like button. We only got 64 likes, 125 in here right now. What the hell's going on? Yeah, you better feed the dogs. I'm getting sick of feeding these damn dogs. Ain't that right? Yeah, you know you know. Fat little hippo. Why is JT getting pissed? Look, he's not the type of guy who you could put cuffs on. He likes to do his own thing. He likes to do his own thing. You know what I mean? And with her, every time he goes off, her doing these explanations and this and that. Man, listen. He knows what's over there. He knows what's over there. Trust me. You know what I mean? Don't embarrass Layla. Her weight is fine. No, it's not. She's over 50 pounds now. She's not supposed to be. Well, she'll be all right. You ain't do it right. Thank you, Paulie. Thank you for the donation. Get a haircut. Yeah, I got to do all that. You said JT's a chaos creator. Well, look at what he's got. He's got all the chaos he wants right there. Watch when that split comes. He's got all that fucking. He knows all these shows and all this stuff. Like I'm seeing stuff I never had seen. Fat shaming Layla. Shit. I take her out and run and let her run and shit though. She just likes to eat. You know what I mean? And this famous John Gotti poster. Yeah, fucking. I feed her in the morning. Her dog food, and I make them each an egg, and chop up egg and put it in it. You know, all kind of other shit. That's all she does. She likes to eat. You know, but that's good. Your dogs are on a diet too? Shit, I remember Shyla got so big one time she could barely walk. She was limping and shit. She looked like a fucking tick. She looked like a tick. Fucking, I remember when I moved to this one place, I had her out back. And I had just got her back, honestly, from my ex-girlfriend was taking care of her while I was locked up. And she was spoiled or whatever. And she had gained a bunch of weight. As soon as I take her into the neighborhood, somebody's like, "Oh, is she pregnant?" I'm like, "No." I got her fixed when she was young. Shyla was wild. Shyla was a wild dog. She got it, man. She was at. You said Roth eats dog foods. You freestyle feed your dogs. Yeah, I mean, look, I fed Charlotte people food her whole life, and she didn't die from that. She died from the brain damage shit or whatever. So, I always looked at it like this: if it did take like a year off their life or something, they'd rather probably live like that, eating good food and shit like that. But I don't think it hurt them. You can see you got guys who just eat McDonald's their whole life. You heard Leanna and you are hanging out again. Who's this? On her show. Did you hear what Jim did to Marcy when he was on Belvy's panel? Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch them shows. I especially don't watch that lady. That you're talking about the Amazon. You're talking about that big Amazon lady, and she's a hoarder. That bitch, she's three sheets to the wind every time she comes on. Called me an alcoholic. The fuck out of here. Fucking that bitch, three sheets to the wind. Been in rehabs and all kind of shit. But Jim said she wasn't in rehab for drinking. She was in there for hoarding or whatever. Like you see on them shows and stuff. People, like them people who never throw nothing away, shit like that. So I guess she's got that going on. But I don't know. I don't know too much about her. I just know she's ugly as shit. And she's the big Amazon. Does anyone here not believe these channels are all recon? Before they're raw, I don't even know what you're saying. Oh, she said Jim broke her heart. Yeah. Well, she's a hoarder. She's a lonely old Amazon hoarder. Like she can't get no dude or nothing like that. I mean, look at these people. Look at these people. All right, guys, I'm about to wrap up. I'll hit you guys up tomorrow, probably from the airport or something like that. Get on over there to. Yeah, JT did his homework. Yeah, he knows everything. Oh, Danny said keep going. They're always late. Well, look at them. I'm two hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? That's like the blind leading the blind right there. Hit that like button, Betty Hayward. You know you're in here. Yeah, that's like the blind leading the blind. They'll be on in fucking 3 hours. You know. Yeah, she said she was going on 10 o'clock. No. 7 o'clock her time, which would be 10 o'clock our time. Then I guess she changed it. Who knows? So we'll talk for a couple more minutes. Yeah, I got you, BTF Phoenix, and I agree with you. JT did all his homework. He knew who was who. He knows who the targets are. You know what I mean? And that's what he does. That's his whole thing. That's why it's hard for me to even fucking, what do you want me to say about them? You know what I mean? That's their shtick. That's what they do. But when you're coming over here and you're fucking with people who don't play them games, and you got somebody running around using these people to attack people they don't like and do shit to people, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I got another question. When the fuck do they sleep? They're vampires. They're fucking vampires. You know what I'm saying? They don't sleep. They don't. And now she's, they do the post like somebody attacked her. It's like she said somebody attacked her daughter. Ain't nobody attacking her daughter. I haven't heard nobody attack her daughter. I haven't attacked her daughter. I don't even know her daughter. You know what I mean? I don't see how they can either, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Them motherfuckers, listen, when I catch their show, I catch it when I wake up. They're still on. Sometimes. Or they just ended it. And then you can just skip through and you just stop it and you'll see something. You know what I mean? And that's basically what FBS did. But he didn't even go hard. He was just like, he was laughing. It was funny. And everything he said was true. That's why they got upset. Makes no fucking sense. Ronan, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Ronan's ready for this shit. He hates the Gottis. Well, his dad and them beef with them. But yeah, fucking, it's just a bunch of shit, guys. Just a bunch of shit. Just don't worry about these people. Ignore them. You know, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do from here on out, because they're nobody. What'd you say, Butterfly Kisses? Look what he did last night. Him and Fairy Axe on these streets 24/7 along with their fucked up mod. Yeah, I know the mod you're talking about. Seen some shit on her too. You know. And that's another thing. Striking channels. How come it's all of us getting struck? When they do the most horrible shit on their shows. What is that telling you? That's censorship. That's when they see people who aren't bending the knee to them and kissing their ass and shit like that. They just want them gone. They want them gone. They don't want nobody to hear the other side. What's up, Darren? Good to see you. You went in their show that night. I was going to jump in there. It's like 6 weirdos in the chat. 2 minutes, you were gone. Yeah, they're fucking all weird. They're nuts. They're nuts. Bring the good doctor on, but tell the good doctor the truth. You know, why didn't they say, hey, this guy sitting right here, he claimed that he beat up Mike Tyson. What's wrong with that? Wow, what's wrong with him? You know what I mean? He claimed he was a professional boxer. He claimed he was this. He emailed somebody this. That's fucking mental issues. That's mental issues. You know. Gotta wait for fucking, to get a hold of that shit. What's she gonna do then? What's she gonna do then when Jim blasts that out? Because he's ready to. Is she gonna get rid of Silo? Jim doing homework is wildly stupid statement. That parasite is wrong 90% of the time. He's a stalker. Norse code, yeah, they're not talking about like when he does all the shit like trying to expose people. They're not talking about that. They're talking about he studied this community before he came into it. He knew where to go. Put it that way. He knew where to go, and he was right. He was right that time. Broken clock, right twice a day. You know what I mean? But he was right. So it's not like everything he does is he's always right or something like that. But by studying this community, he knew where to do. What'd you say, Carlos? You called her daughter another weak bitch, like her mother, for saying bring Flo back because he's funny. I don't give a shit who likes it. Yeah, of course. Stone Sailor sitting out there saying Jim don't have anything in his background. Of course not. Carlos, the thing about that is this. I will say this. When I first came in the community, I didn't know the difference between Silo and SoFlo. I would hear their names together, and I thought they were the same person. She might have thought that was Silo. She might not know. She might not know what was said about her and stuff like that. You know what I mean? She's just sticking up for her mom. So, but hey, feel how you feel. You know what I mean? If you say fuck her, fuck her. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Yeah, they're law enforcement. They're honeybee. They're law enforcement. They're federal agents. They're everything. They're fucking nuts. That's just the truth. They're fucking nuts. You got a fucking guy in a fucking diaper running around. You know what I mean? Fucking diaper. Sick fuck. Pervert. You know what I mean? They're all perverts. And that's just the truth. You know what I mean? Fucking sick motherfuckers. You'd like to see Stone Sailor's PI license? He's about to lose that shit. He's about to lose it. If he does have it, he's about to lose it. I'm going to tell you that. Hell no, you know that, Roy. I wasn't going to fucking go look like Carson Wentz. That's nothing against people, ginger people or whatever. That's, it fits them, it fits them, but it doesn't fit me. Would you say, Watcher? You looked it up. Would you look up? Sailor's license? He does have one. Yeah. I know he's got one. I know he's got one. Well, he can lose it. You know what I mean? He can lose it. It ain't no big deal, though. Who give a fuck about that? Who give a fuck if you lose something dumb like that anyway? It's public info, by the way. Hey, what's up, Hank Tank? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I've never looked into these people at all. At all. I really don't. You know what I mean? What more do I gotta look into? You're paralyzed from the waist down. You wear diapers. Good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to know nothing else. But to have one and lie saying Jim doesn't have anything in his background is weird. Well, I mean, he's not the authority on that anyway. He's a fucking private investigator. Private investigator isn't like some special authority. It's not law enforcement, nothing like that. So who knows? I don't know what Jim has in his background. I know he's got all kind of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Oh, she knows, Carlos? All right. If she knows or whatever, then she knows. You know. I mean, she's getting herself involved in this shit. Stay out of the shit. I mean, I feel as though if somebody stays out of the YouTube shit, don't put them in it. No matter whose kid they are, who's whatever they are, she's not a public figure. 7 months ago title, who knows, this is not for Betsy on members only, 1 year, 2-year-old, and a 9-month-old show. So what do you say? Is that the show? It's titled What's Going to Happen After Dark? I'll take it down. Just make sure that's the title. You said it's 7 months ago? Because you're confusing me. You said 7 months ago. Okay, 7 months ago. I'll take it down, Teresa. But yeah, so fucking yeah, these fucking people they're sick fucks. You know what I mean? They're just sick fucks. Yeah, I know, Teresa. I'm taking. I'm definitely. As soon as I hang up with this, I'll take it down. Trust me. You said 7 months ago, whatever. I mean, what happens after dark? I'll find it. What's going to happen after dark? Okay, that's what I'll do. Shit show, you make a good point. It would be too far if they did it to one horrific thing to one person, but it's hundreds of people in violations. Yes. What do you think? Everybody just don't like the Ripper or Harry or whatever? Yeah, we're cool. You already know that. Brandon Graham's back. Lieutenant Dan is a discount PI. He thought the Montpass family was Chicago's family. Yeah, I seen shit where Lieutenant Dan's talking about old shit, talking about Stolen Valor, Harry, and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? So, like I said, they've all fought with each other and all that. It's something I'm not. They're dorks. They're a bunch of geeks, old ass men, fucking crippled motherfuckers, fucking weirdos, ugly motherfuckers and shit. I ain't fucking. Come on, man. People would never say shit to me in my face. Yeah, I only sent for you, Teresa. It's just a fucking, that it's not like people. It's just look at what they've done to everybody. You know what I mean? Look at what they've done to everybody out of jealousy too. You know, that's the thing I don't understand. I don't understand all that shit. Wanting to be so proud to be around this, like, and then they call other people fans. And look, fans of what? Fans of what? I'm a football fan, motherfucker. I'm a combat sports fan. I'm a fan of good weed. you know, but not a fan of this shit. You know what I'm saying? They're just nobodies, and that's just the truth. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up. Get over there to Danielle's show, Betty Hayward. They'll show up probably in an hour late or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a blind leading the blind. But they'll have a good show. They're okay people. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say nothing bad about them. Both dizzy. Both dizzy as hell. But anyway, it should be a good show. All right, guys, I'll see you guys over there, I guess in 20 minutes or whatever. All right, guys. Teresa, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take care of that right now for you, hon. All right. Thank you guys for stopping in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.